And now we are joined by Mr. Jaideep Virk, who is our career advisor at Northern Lights College. Thank you, Jaideep, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So please tell us about your role at the college.
I work as a career advisor. I help students in the pre-admission processes. So I help them match with ideal career options and the programming at Northern Lights College. I take them through career assessments to match programs with their values, interests, personality styles, learning styles, etc. I match them with the fundings available in the community because, as we know, a lot of funding goes unused every year. I help them connect with financial aid, learning support, Indigenous Education Department, and all other supports that we have for the students here.
Good, thank you. So in February 2023, recovering, we are hearing about good things in the economy with hopefully a million opportunities in BC and particularly a good number in North. So how would you advise students to take advantage of those opportunities?
So, my advice to students is to spend time in choosing ideal career options because BC government has a lot of good resources. For example, the brochure on good jobs, which are projected in the next 10 years. So it's good to take a look at the available job opportunities that would be in the northern communities and choose a career option that would find them an employment which is high paying and would be able to sustain their lifestyles. And spending time is the key. So if a candidate thinks that this is just a few minutes process, no, I advise to take some time, think about it, think what you want to do in future, think about your, again, living style, your options, your choices, and just combine those. And obviously, I'm here to support if there are any questions about it.
Great. So, what is the first step the prospective students can take, and where can it take them? To how many fields and areas?
So, because Northern Lights College is one of the only institutions in this area, and we have over 70 programs. So, my recommendation to the students is starting with the website. And again, this is an ideal case scenario. We know a lot of people, especially the adults in the north, are transitioning from careers. So they might not have the literacy level to search on websites. So they can approach the college. If they come to campus services, they usually refer them to me. And I can, for the lack of a better word, hold hands and take them through the process. I begin with the career assessments again and find out if their past employment history, their education level, and things like that can be matched to ideal career options. Now, assessment is a big word, and the term is career assessment, so I have to use it. But it is basically answering a bunch of questions. They're mainly yes and no questions. Do you like this? Do you like to work outside? Do you like to work in an office setting? Things like that. And they are very useful tools in the career development sector. And they usually come up with 40 career options. And since we have a lot of choices in Northern Lights College, I'm usually able to match them up with something here. If they are looking for education which is not available here, then I can connect them with other educational institutions too.
Good. 40 is a good number.
It is, yeah.
And it is, remarkable to have all those opportunities. Are there any careers in demand which you think are, people are inclined to go towards nowadays?
So nursing obviously is in high demand. As we know, there are a lot of opportunities in the north, and we don't have enough number to fill those vacancies. So we try to promote the pathway to nursing, which is a collaboration with University of Northern British Columbia, and people are able to complete the nursing program here in the north, just in the Northern Lights College campus. So there is a pathway for that. We have Associate of Arts degree, which they can take for 2 years, health studies focus, and they can transfer after that with the UNBC and again in this same campus and graduate with a nursing degree, which is a high paying career, and they have a job surety, almost 100% job surety once they graduate from the program.
That's excellent. And again, in northern communities, we hear from time to time that employment is almost 100% and unemployment is so low that it cannot often be reported. So similarly, I find business students are here getting good opportunities with high, employment. Is there anything you would advise prospective students to know about to begin their career with?
So something very important that I would like to spread out in the community is that not everyone knows that there is a career advisor available in Fort St. John. And obviously, I did not have this opportunity when I was growing up. So it is a great help to anyone who is looking for options, who is looking for more information regarding prospective careers and how we can support them in their career trajectory. So reach out, come to the college, reach out to me. I am located here in Fort St. John, and I am ready to and willing to help.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your time and thank you for your services.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. We are also having on Fort St. John campus, which is lively and full of healthy activities, today an event which is being facilitated by Karen Mason-Bennet, who is also the campus administrator. So please enjoy the look, her activities, and the painting.
This is the atrium. So it's one of the kind of core places on the Fort St. John campus. It has beautiful light, as you can see, and then we've got some really great like Northern Lights-esque glass in the top. But it's a gathering space. We hold events here, and it's also a quiet place for students to study. The college is really intentional about the relationships that they are fostering with the communities that we serve. And so this room allows us to invite the community in, but it also allows us to create community in the campus. So we have a lot of internal events and external events that utilize this space. We've got a celebration tree. We host exams in here. It's by far our biggest functional room on campus, and we try and put it through its paces. You can see it on the wall back there. There is a space that is vacant. So we had a mural there that has been taken down, and I've only been at the college since the beginning of October. And so I was like, what's the plan? And they were like, we were thinking of a mosaic. And so Facebook was listening to me and popped up an ad in my feed, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll make a phone call. And so we contacted the Mosaic Mural Company, and they are working on a series of 5 murals that'll be installed across Canada. And we're looking for a northern location. And so we are going to actually install a part of that series here on campus, and so we are participating in the creation of all of the tiles that go into creating the mosaic. Just listening to conversations today, people come in and be like, oh, I don't know, I'm good at this, right? And then they sit down and they get going, and I had the exact same experience, right? My first tile I was a little unsure about, but as people come by and they're like, oh, that's really cool, and it reminds me of this, and there's that connecting piece that art really fosters that crosses cultures. We're getting to that point in my own personal life where my kids are getting ready to kind of move on to their next educational step, and the idea of them being alone is kind of terrifying. And I was thinking about all of the international students and all the moms on the other side of that, right? Like just having so much faith that we have their best interest at heart, and we have a space to create community, create connection, and really support everybody here.
And now we are joined by Dr. Godwin Ponuwei, who is one of the faculty members at Northern Lights College. Thank you, Godwin, for joining us.
You're welcome.
So please tell us about the courses you teach at the college.
Yeah, actually, I'm an instructor in the University Arts and Sciences program here at NLC. I teach biological sciences. That is a very broad discipline. So specifically, I teach general introductory biology. I teach human anatomy and physiology. I teach, in the past, I've taught medical microbiology as well.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So which are some of the courses which you find are very interesting?
Yeah, actually, the anatomy and physiology course is very interesting, and that is because most of the students in the north are going to the nursing program. Here we have in Fort St. John, the UNBC nursing program. So I think it's really interesting more that a lot of students are coming into, and also the general introductory biology course as well. A lot of students going into veterinary medicine, pre-med, and all that, right? So these courses are all very interesting, fantastic courses.
Excellent. Please tell us about your journey of being a student and your qualifications and how you became educator.
Yeah, there's a big one. Yeah, but my first degree, bachelor's degree, was in biochemistry, and I studied this back home in Nigeria. And after that, I moved to England, to the UK, to study for my postgraduate studies. So I got my master's degree in biochemistry with a specialization in cancer research and molecular biology. Then after that, I moved for my PhD, again, specialization in cancer research and molecular biology, specifically studying how different tumors migrate from different parts of our bodies, for example, from the lungs to the breast to liver to kidneys and all that. So that is my research area. So after that, I moved to Canada, and I came in as a postdoctoral fellow at UMBC, where I did my postdoc. During that period, I was teaching undergraduate medical students in the laboratory, as well as doing biomedical research in the laboratory as well. After that, I moved to TROU, where I worked as a lecturer at the Williams-Lee campus, teaching the Bachelor of Science in Nursing students as well, with different other disciplines at the undergraduate level. From there, I moved to the north to Fort St. John in 2019. Fully moved in there, and since then it has been a wonderful experience. A lot of friendly people, friendly, supportive staff, faculty member, and students as well.
Good, thank you. So about the courses and your lab also, the college has good labs. Please tell us about integrating theory with practice.
Yeah, that is very critical in biological sciences. As we teach, the theory, the classes, we also have to, teach the corresponding laboratory practical components of the courses, right? So we always go to the lab, make sure whatever we're teaching, every topic that is being taught in the classroom is done in the lab in terms of practical, try to get the students to have hands-on experience in what they have been taught. And this is the backbone, if you want, of biological sciences. The practical component, the lab component is very critical. Okay, so and this is what we do here in Fort St. John, just like every other institution. We do have all the equipment, all the tools, and all the resources we need in the laboratory, where we conduct different, experiments, different practicals, and students, of course, have the opportunity to have that one-on-one experience with the different equipment, how they work, how to conduct simple biomedical biological experiments. So that is really very critical. That is great here in Fort St. John.
Good, thank you. And as there are science faculty members at Fort St. John and also at Dawson Creek and faculty across multiple campuses, how do you find your experiences engaging in small classroom size?
Oh yeah, that is very great. A small classroom, and that is why NLC is really kind of unique, if you want, and that is because I've worked in some other bigger institutions where students sometimes find it difficult even having a connection with professors and instructors. But at NLC, because the class sizes are small, students do have this kind of one-on-one connection with professors, where they do require, get some extra support, where, they kind of, get what they normally, others don't get in bigger institutions. And this is something that, as we've said, across the different locations of NLC, that, we do have. This is something that, students enjoy here at NLC.
Good, thank you. And how do you think the college maintains, at a faculty member level, good level of academic integrity and encouraging and, requiring students to follow and to adhere to those procedures?
Yeah, I think NLC, yeah, we take that very seriously, where faculty members and students, have that integrity, of whatever they're doing. This is what we try to instill in students, that academic integrity is something that we take very seriously. Whatever, for example, we're doing in the laboratory or in our classes and assignments, if you want, it has to be kind of sincere, honest, work that you have produced. And this is something that all across different disciplines among faculties we take very seriously at NLC. Yeah.
Good, thank you. And the college started in 1975, so it's getting close to almost 5 decades of services in the community. So thank you again for your individual services as a team member.
Yeah,
Thank you so
welcome.
much.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you. So thank you for having joined this show, and I would also like to thank the Shaw Spotlight Management for facilitating the community service activities, including this show and the one you saw today at Northern Lights College, Fort St. John campus. So thank you for watching, and we'll be back soon with another episode in a few weeks' time.